Hello everybody, welcome back. Who here remembers the video game The Black Myth Wukong that went viral a while ago? In the game, the emotional love story between Bajie and the Spider Lady had players around the world in tears. Bajie gained a worldwide fanbase almost overnight. But did you know that many years ago, Bajie already had a group of major fans here in Baoshan of Yunnan province. They even built a temple for him. And that's what we're checking out today, Bajie Temple. As we walk deeper into the temple, you'll see a statue of Bajie holding his iconic rack. And next to it, there's a picture showing what he used to look like before renovation. This is probably the only temple in China that worships Bajie. 小时候就有了这个地方。我们小时候我们的父母亲他们就一直有了。
求财、求子啊，求子啊。
求子也是拜猪八戒，对吧？
对啥？哦。有个安徽人的话呢，他就来拜猪八戒。
哦。On the wall beside it, it tells the local version of Bajie's legend. From what I read, this village used to be called Gaolao village, and the village was frequently hit by wild animals and floods, and everybody thought it was all the work of the pig god causing trouble. So they built a statue to worship him for protection. Years later, a young man married into a local family. He was super strong, worked hard, and safeguarded the village. Since then, everybody thought he was the incarnation of the pig god. However, one day, this young man mysteriously disappeared. That was around the time when the novel Journey to the West was widely spreading in Ming Dynasty around several hundred years ago. So naturally, people started guessing that he probably went on the journey with the monk Tang Sanzang. Now here's where it gets even more interesting. The story also says that after Bajie incarnated, he lived in Yunnan cave, which is in the Wolfo temple I'm about to visit. The temple is quite special from average temples. It's literally built in a small hill. When you walk in, you're greeted by a 6-meter long Buddha, super calm and peaceful. Moving further, you'll see dozens of Buddha statues almost hidden in the dim light. It's pretty quirky, right? Deep inside the cave is too dark to be seen. Rumor has that there's an underground river system leading to places nobody knows. And before you leave, don't forget to check out the fish in the pond. They like to crack sunflower seeds. That's just hilarious. Now let's step out of the legend for a moment and get back to the real-life culture. You know, Baoshan is actually home to China's best Weiqi or gold pieces. Hundreds of years ago, Xiake, I usually call him the earliest travel vlogger in China, visited here and wrote Weiqi pieces from Yunnan, and those made in Baoshan are the finest. So if you are into Weiqi, next up definitely should be on your list. The Yongzi Weiqi Museum is pretty impressive. It's got its awesome 2-story exhibit where you can learn all about the history of Yongzi Weiqi and how these pieces are made. Baoshan has been a major trade hub and rich in natural resources, especially famous for its jade and gemstones, which made it a perfect place for making top-quality Weiqi pieces. There are over 30 types of natural stones used in making these pieces, including the locally famous southern red agate. Making these pieces is no easy task. They had to go through over 10 traditional steps. One of the most mind-blowing steps is dizi or dianzi technique. Basically, the piece maker used a metal rod deep into molten material, then quickly drip it onto a metal plate. Then a perfect round, flat Weiqi piece formed. And get this, it only takes 3 to 5 seconds for a piece to take shape. It's all about precision and serious skill. The best black pieces are jade green when the light hits them, and the white pieces look like smooth, creamy egg yolk. After the museum tour, take the elevator to the top floors. Not only will you see the venues where professional players competing, but you'll also feel the cool breeze and get a stunning view of the surrounding Qinghua Park. The Zhuangyuan Bridge down there reminds me of another story that I just read in the museum. The bridge was built to honor Shen. He achieved Zhuangyuan, basically the top scorer in the national examination in ancient China, and later became government official. However, he offended the emperor and was exiled to Baoshan here for military service. In such context, he wrote the remarkable lines, 滚滚长江东逝水，浪花淘尽英雄. Later became the opening verse of Romance of Three Kingdoms. Nowadays, people still visit the bridge, hoping for success in their studies and careers. So this is my first day in Baoshan, and that's just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to its rich culture. There are so many more amazing places that definitely worth your visit. Besides the endless stories, Baoshan is a paradise of food and street snacks. In the next video, I'll dive into Baoshan's food map. You don't want to miss that. So make sure you subscribe, like, and share if you're excited to know more about this place. Bye bye!